Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're going to go on a little tour, but we're not heading to some far-off place. Nope, we're going to take a look at the world right around you and uncover the hidden intelligence that's shaping your life every single day, probably without you even realizing it.
You know, when you hear the words artificial intelligence, your mind probably jumps straight to science fiction, right? You're thinking futuristic robots, maybe massive computer brains. It just feels like this huge, complicated thing that's way off in the future.
But here's a thought. What if AI isn't just some far-off concept? What if it's something you use all the time, like a quiet partner working behind the scenes of your everyday life? Well, that's exactly what we're going to dig into today.
So, that brings us to the big question. What even is AI? Now, to find the answer, we're not heading to some fancy high-tech lab. Our story actually starts somewhere a lot closer to home.
I want you to picture this, a bright, modern classroom, right here in India. The goal isn't to get tangled up in crazy code or anything like that. It's just to start a simple quest for understanding. Think of this as our home base, the starting line for our search for AI out in the real world.
Okay, so let's step out of that classroom and onto the busy, lively streets. Our mission, if you choose to accept it, is to find AI not in a textbook, but out in the wild, to see where this incredible technology actually pops up while we're just going about our day.
And the first place we're going to look, it isn't far. In fact, it's probably right in your pocket or in the palm of your hand. Yeah, we're talking about those devices we just can't seem to live without.
So think about this. You're at the grocery store, your hands are full, and you need to check your list. You just look at your phone and click, it opens. It feels kind of like magic, doesn't it? But really, it's our first big clue that AI is at work.
So what's happening in that tiny little moment is something called face recognition. It's an AI that's been trained on millions, and I mean millions of images, to learn the unique map of a human face. It's measuring the distance between your eyes, the curve of your chin, all in a split second, just to make sure that it's you and nobody else.
That seamless little action, that's pure artificial intelligence. And believe it or not, we're just getting started. Let's see what else is hiding in plain sight.
Okay, so maybe later that day, you're kicking back, just scrolling through some videos. You ever notice how the next video that pops up is weirdly perfect? It's something you're actually interested in. It's almost like it can read your mind.
Well, it's not mind reading, but it's another super powerful AI. We're talking about recommendation algorithms. By looking at what you watch, what you like, and what you share, the AI starts to learn your tastes. Then it takes a pretty good guess at what you'll want to see next.
See, this is AI literally shaping your digital world, making it just for you. So what's next on our little tour?
How about this one? You're cooking and you need to set a timer, or you're just wondering what the weather's like. You don't even type anymore, right? You just say, "Hey, what's the temperature outside?" And boom, you get an answer.
Just stop and think about what's really happening there. The AI has to understand what you just said, figure out your accent and the way you talk, find the info you need, and then speak it back to you clearly. It's a hugely complicated job that a voice assistant makes feel totally effortless.
It's basically a real conversation with an intelligent being that just happens to live in your pocket. Pretty cool, right?
All right, let's take a quick pause and recap. In just the last couple of minutes, we've already found 3 huge types of AI that you probably use every single day. The security of face recognition, the personalized touch of recommendation engines, and the simple convenience of voice assistants.
But AI isn't just hanging out with you at home. It's also our co-pilot when we're out and about, trying to get from point A to point B. So now we're on a busy metro platform. You've got to get across town, but what's the best route? How do you skip all that traffic? You just pull out your phone, and the perfect path is right there for you. And yeah, you guessed it. That's AI too. That map you're looking at is powered by a seriously smart AI. It is crunching millions of pieces of information in real time. We're talking traffic reports, road closures, train schedules, all to figure out the absolute fastest, most efficient way for you to get where you're going. It's an incredible amount of work happening behind that little blue line.
And there you have it, our final example, a silent co-pilot that guides millions of us through our cities every single day. So our tour is just about over. We started in a classroom with a simple question, and we found the answers everywhere, in our hands, in our homes, and on our streets. Let's head back for one last really important thought.
And honestly, if you take one thing away from our little journey today, let it be this. AI isn't some scary thing from the movies. It's a tool.
It's here, right now. And the goal isn't to be afraid of it. It's to get curious, to try and understand it, and to learn how it actually works.
So I'll just leave you with this one last question. Now that you can see it, now that the invisible has kind of been made visible, and you know AI is quietly working all around you, what are you going to do with that knowledge? How are you going to look at the world differently just knowing what you know now?